As we barrel down the stretch of the NFL season, the playoff picture is getting clearer for teams like our Carolina Panthers, with division races heating up and wildcard spots hanging in the balance. But beyond the big picture, there's always room to spotlight those individual and team milestones that make this league so special. I'm talking about records on the line, personal achievements that could etch names in history, and strategic moves that are now coming back to haunt or help franchises. For the Panthers, with our eyes on building a stronger defense under Dave Canales, every detail matters. Today, I am breaking down a key storyline that's got implications for our pass rush and beyond, straight from the latest intel. Let's get right to it. Brian Burns, the edge rusher we drafted back in 2019 with the 16th overall pick out of Florida State, is lighting it up with the New York Giants after that trade last offseason. After 5 years in Carolina, where he racked up 46 sacks and earned 2 Pro Bowl nods, he's now the second leading sack artist in the entire league this season. And get this, on one of the NFL's weakest defenses, where opponents are more focused on running the ball than passing, Burns is pacing himself towards something historic. Through 12 games, Burns has 13 sacks, putting him on a trajectory that could challenge the Giants' franchise record held by Michael Strahan's 22.5 from 2001. That's the official NFL single-season mark, tied by TJ Watt in 2021. Burns exploded for 9 sacks in the first 7 weeks, but his pace has dipped a bit lately. Still, with 5 games left against teams like the Patriots, who are banged up on the O-line, the Commanders, Vikings, and Raiders, there's real potential for him to heat back up and chase that mark. Even if his numbers don't surpass Myles Garrett's league-leading 18 in just 11 games, what Burns is doing is remarkable. Now, here's where it stings for us Panthers fans. After trading Burns, our pass rush has been a glaring weakness. Dave Canales' squad has only 16 team sacks this year, 3 more than Burns has individually. That's not just disappointing, it's a red flag. General Manager Dan Morgan tried to bolster the front with offseason moves like signing Patrick Jones II, who's now on IR, and Tershawn Wharton, plus drafting rookies Nick Scorton and Princely Umanmielen. But so far, it hasn't clicked. Scorton has shown flashes like his reactions in key moments, but the overall production is lacking. Think about the context of that trade. We sent Burns to the Giants for a second-round pick, edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux, and running back Hassan Haskins. At the time, it made sense for cap relief and roster flexibility, especially with Burns seeking a big extension we couldn't match. But watching him thrive in New York, corralling QBs left and right, it's hard not to feel some seller's remorse. Our defense, already thin, is now exposed. Opponents are scheming to protect their quarterbacks against whatever we've got, and it's showing in our sack totals, pressure rates, and third down stops. From an insider perspective, sources around the league are buzzing about how Burns has adapted seamlessly to the Giants' scheme. Despite their run-heavy opposition focus, New York's defense ranks near the bottom in pass attempts faced. Burns is generating disruption on the edge like few others. His quick first step that bend around tackles and relentless motor are the same traits that made him a star here in Carolina. Remember his breakout years. In 2022, he had 12.5 sacks. Last year, before the trade talk heated up, he was consistent. Now, in a Giants uniform, he's on pace for around 17-18 if he ramps up, which would be his career high. For the Panthers, this highlights deeper issues in our pass rush rebuild. Jadeveon Clowney was a free agent splash, but at 31, he's not the same dominant force, logging just a handful of sacks so far. DJ Wonnum has been solid but not spectacular, and the young guys like Scorton, a third-round pick out of Texas A&M, are still learning the pro game. Umanmielen, our fifth-rounder from Ole Miss, brings athleticism but needs time to develop. Wharton, a Chiefs cast-off, was a low-risk add, but he's not moving the needle yet. Jones II's injury derailed what could have been a contributor. Statistically, it's grim. Carolina ranks 28th in sacks per game and dead last in pass rush win rate per next-gen stats. We're generating pressure on only about 28% of dropbacks, well below the league average of 35%. This isn't just about volume, it's about impact. Without a consistent edge threat, our secondary is wearing down, and Bryce Young's protection issues are amplified when we can't get after the QB. In a league where turnovers and explosive plays win games, this is a problem we can't ignore heading into the final stretch. Looking ahead, what does this mean for the Panthers? Short term, we need these last games to build momentum. Facing the Falcons twice, the Bucs, and others, every sack counts toward confidence and evaluation. If Scorton or Umanmielen step up, it could signal the youth movement is working. But if not, Dan Morgan might either draft or free agency hard for pass rush help, maybe even considering a reunion down the line, though that's speculative. Medium term, this trade underscores the risks of moving star players without a ready replacement. Burns was our cornerstone, now we're scrambling. Canales and the staff have emphasized scheme tweaks, more twists, stunts, and interior pressure from guys like Derek Brown to compensate. Brown's been a beast inside with his own sacks, but we need that bookend on the edge. As a Panthers diehard, it's tough watching Burns excel elsewhere. It validates what we knew, he was elite, but it also fires up the urgency to fix this. Sources say the front office is already scouting edge prospects, with names like Abdul Carter or Michael Williams floating in draft mocks. For now, let's hope our guys rally. What do you think, Panthers faithful? Is this trade a mistake we'll regret long-term or part of a bigger rebuild? Drop your takes in the comments. Did we undervalue Burns, or is the past rush youth just not ready yet? Hit that like button if you're feeling the heat on this one. Subscribe for more insider breakdowns on all things Carolina, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. We've got the pulse on the NFL. Stay locked in.